Welcome to Weir Reading Virtual Storytime for the week of October 16th, 2022, Part 1. This week's theme is cats. Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Art by James Dean, creator of Pete the Cat. Story by Eric Litwin. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My 4 groovy buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. 3. Groovy. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 3 groovy buttons. My 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 2 groovy buttons. My 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 1 groovy button. My 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button, and he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. It's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. We're going to make Pete the Cat. So you'll have your Craft to Go kit and you'll need something to color with. I'm using crayons, but you can also use markers, colored pencils, or paint it. I'm going to use these 3 colors I've already chosen. The Craft to Go kit includes Pete. And there he is there in all his glory. And 4 groovy buttons. And these are stick-on buttons, so you don't need glue or anything. Better if they come out. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color Pete and his jacket and everything. I feel like Pete's mostly blue. Some people say he's black, but I think he looks blue to me, so I'm using blue on him. But you can make Pete any color you want. He doesn't have to be like the Pete in the book. He can be purple, black, pink, orange, red, any color you'd like. And I'm just going to go ahead and color Pete. I'm going to color his jacket yellow and his nose pink. Again, I'm doing it because that's similar to the book, but you can do it any colors you like. Okay, I'm just gonna finish coloring Pete here. This is the last of him, his jacket. I'm trying to think. All right, I think that looks pretty good, pretty coated. Then the next thing you're gonna do is put on his groovy buttons, and I'm gonna just peel the back off. You may need some help, someone with nails to do this. And then just stick them on. Down the middle of his jacket. And these ones are nice and sticky so they won't pop off like in the book. He'll get to keep all his groovy buttons. And finally the red one. You'll have different colors in your bags. And that's all there is to it. There's Pete and his groovy buttons.